Everybody, it's Jonathan, face man, front man, man about town for the world famous Kissimmee Muscle 24-hour gym. And we talk a lot about old school bodybuilding around here. And honestly, you can't get much more old school bodybuilding than this guy right here. This is Ian Harrison, Mr. Britain, Mr. Universe. And incidentally, the guy in that picture right up there training with Nasser from a photo shoot that Chris Lund did for Flex magazine.
Yes.
I remember as a kid, as a bodybuilder during the time, two most iconic spreads that were ever done. And that was the Dorian and Mike Francois, black and white photo shoot from over here. And then Nasser and Ian throwing around some silly weights. And this is 200-pound dumbbells on shoulder presses. And so it's sort of funny. I've been trying to get Ian to come train legs with me now for 7 years. And he always has a reason to not come. We get new leg pieces, we get a Nebula piece, we get a great flex hack squat. No. And then he saw our Sumerian equipment and he said, I'll come train legs with you. Ian understands equipment as a bodybuilder, but he also understands equipment as a manufacturer because he had his own company that produced exercise machines and bodybuilding equipment. And so what he saw from just my limited post intrigued him enough to make the trip over today. And so we're going to talk about the equipment a little bit. We're going to train on it a little bit and welcome Ian.
I'm excited. This is what got my attention. And I'll tell you why. You know, I had knee surgery on both knees when I was 17 years old, right? Mm-hmm. After that was from squatting, free squatting. After that, the only squatting motion I did my whole career was hack squats.
Right.
And I'm very specific about hack squats because they hurt my knees normally.
Yeah. What was your favorite hack squat back then?
Probably I think it was the Icarian.
Yeah.
I think because
the handles down here.
Yeah.
That's a great piece.
The Icarian was probably my favorite. That's the one I had in my gym in Bradenton. It's the only one that really didn't bother my knees.
Yeah. I'm the same. I hurt my knees when I was 20.
Yeah. And
then they've hurt ever since. And so it's a tricky part for me to train legs. That's why we've got so much leg equipment here. But this is cool. Marcio, when he was studying manufacturing, he went to the auto plants in Brazil to see how they do the whole process. And so he saw these robots zooming back and forth and then stopping and doing a precise weld.
I've never seen these.
Okay, and that's where we're going.
Yeah, I've never. That's not linear bearings like
he asked, what are they riding on? And they said they ride on a rail bearing. And he said, tell me about the rail bearings. Because now he already knows that he's got this 4,000-pound machine sliding up and down on these bearings and stopping and making precision welds that can't be off by a millimeter. And so he started asking about rail bearings. And what you get difference-wise, and the Bodymaster is a good piece to contrast it to because it's very similar to the way most pieces are made. That linear bearing is floating, and as soon as the load gets heavy enough, it flexes.
Yes.
Nebula, Tom Eilerman was smart enough to say, when it flexes, I've got rollers that back it up that come in contact, so it takes part of the load. Now you got two sources of friction.
Yeah.
And so the rail bearings will hold 8,000 pounds, and they do it with more precise tolerances. And beyond that, you secured it to the top of the beam.
That's what I'm just saying, because you've got...
That's floating.
With a regular linear bearing, when you really pack it on, that has to flex.
It has to.
I mean, it just
There's
has
no
to.
other way to do it.
There's no flexion, none whatsoever there.
Yeah.
And like you say, if you have something that's giving you an extra friction, that makes it feel twice as heavy.
And so when you get on this stuff, and we'll get on in a minute, it feels stiff because your brain's telling you something different, but it glides really smoothly. It's just not wiggling, and it's not flexing. And so, and we've never even really talked about this. And it's such
as soon as we came over, I looked at that and I'm like, what's that?
And so it's the same on here, on the leg press.
Oh, wow.
And so this, if you think about this, instead of floating, this has got this thickness of steel that backs it up. So there's never going to be any flexing.
That's revolutionary, isn't it?
It is. And the same thing on the vertical, which I don't know who's loading this many plates on a vertical leg press, but I don't really even want to see because it's a lot of weight. But that's one of the big differentiators, and that just took some. He went to find out manufacturing process, and he came out with a revolutionary bearing system.
Yeah,
and I think that's a big differentiator.
I've never seen that. ever.
And you can feel it. So if you want to just hop on this thing and give it a small ride, I just put that on there to keep people off. So let me take this off there for you.
Look at my house laying it.
And it's massive.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And you know what? It's massive, but it's not an overly big footprint.
No.
Because a lot of your hammer stuff,
Oh, I know.
it's just too big a footprint.
It is.
And
Or Panada.
And not every gym has got that floor space. Do you know what I mean?
I do. And the other thing that I noticed about this,
Where the handles?
The handles are up here. You're going to pull them in towards you.
These?
Yep. When you stand up.
Wow.
So as you
I could not normally go that deep.
As you get to 90 degrees, watch what your knees are doing. You're tracking forward, and then your hips start rotating around and start tracking back.
How?
Because the length of the foot platform in relationship to the carriage allows your hips to rotate around so you can get into a deep like you would in a full squat. It's one of the only places that happens.
You see, normally I can't go that deep.
I know.
With my knee.
You're probably 3 inches below parallel. Your hip below parallel.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Wow.
So 3 years ago, we came over to your neck of the woods to fish a couple body masterpieces. This one and the hack squat with the elevated foot platform out of the swamp. Out of the swamp over there. We almost died from mosquitoes and snakes and an ex-husband that it was his equipment that the wife had sold us.
Oh, shit.
And he stood right over our shoulder the whole time. But when I got the piece here, I realized you're tracking forward on that Body Master until you get to 90, and then you start tracking backwards. And then I looked at every other piece, and that doesn't happen anywhere. And so I did a video of it. This is 3 years ago. When I started looking at Sumerian, I saw Marcio do the same video with this. And that caught my attention because, number one, I understood he knows body mechanics, and he built it into a machine, which is a similar mechanics as that Body Master, but it doesn't look anything like it.
I wonder if mine was a Body Master, not an Icarian. No,
it's probably the Icarian.
I think it was an Icarian.
The Icarian's easy on the knees, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is going to be a more overall quad workout than just outer sweep. And I defy you to try and break it. It's not going to break. It's just so, in fact, I told people it's a little bit crooked on the floor here, but I'm never moving it because we moved it over here, and that was as far as it's going.
So I'm assuming they're heavy.
It's heavy. It's heavy. It's very heavy. I mean, it's got a lot of steel in it. Yeah, the steel is 50% thicker steel than what we're used to seeing with equipment. And so again, on the flex, you're not going to get the flex that you would have had.
I like this. I like this a lot. I'll have another go though. I really like this. And I like that they stay in.
Yeah.
You know, when the long springs,
it's
distracting.
It is.
In fact, I set up my very first gym. Funny story. I used to train at this gym called Phoenix, and it had a lot of world-class bodybuilders like Mr. Universe and Mr. Britain's. And a friend of mine, my old training partner, bought the gym. And he used to have springs on the handles.
Right.
So I used to unhook the springs to do my sets. So I could bring them in and just concentrate on my set.
Yeah.
One day I came in, he welded the springs on. So I lost it. Went upstairs, walled him up, had him against the wall. Like literally, I ended up leaving the gym.
Yeah.
Took about 50 people with me and bought my own gym. That's how I got into the gym business.
Because you may have been a little bit too serious about your hacks.
Yeah,
that day. Maybe.
Well, it was the only thing I could do.
It's the only thing I can do for legs.
Yeah, it's the only squatting motion I could do for legs without it bothering my knees.
If you can't train legs, your whole week's ruined.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
I get it.
So no, that's I love it. I do want another go on it though. Wow. I can't do that with my body weight.
And so I think
that is so good. And I don't understand why.
Because your hips are rotating.
But I don't understand why.
Because what happens on most pieces of leg equipment, most new pieces particularly, you're going forward and it's driving your knees over toes. That's creating a shear force from your femur trying to push the patella through the front of your leg. And so I had suprapatellar tendonitis for 15 years because of that. And if you get to that point and this rotates around and your hip drops, you're no longer pushing that force. You're rotating.
And that's why, you know, you see a lot of people throughout history, not just nowadays, but they'll emulate Tom Platz, who was my hero with legs.
Yeah.
But he'd have his feet back here,
and knees
his
up.
Knees would be way over, almost like a sissy squat.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I can't do it
My
anymore.
knees won't allow me to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but what I think would be interesting is to see where you would be not on your first try of this, but 6 weeks into using this. Because I think you're going to build some strength that allows you to do some of the other stuff that you lost. And so, as age-induced sarcopenia, all of us are fighting to keep as much muscle as we can, and some people give up because they can't do what they feel like they need to do. And so if we can get them mechanically back into something that they can do, not just for bodybuilding, but for all of us that are just getting older.
well, I'll be honest with you, I don't really train my legs.
Yeah.
I cycle, and I do leg curls and do hypers for my rear chain.
Yeah.
But if I had access to this, I'd like just doing that then. I'd have to push myself on this without thinking my knees were going to kill me the day after.
Right.
And normally, part of the reason why I won't come over and do legs with you, I'll tell you exactly why. Because I wouldn't half do it.
Yeah.
I'd have to really do it.
You'd have to really do it.
And I'd be crippled for, my knees would be crippled for a week.
No, I hear you.
I feel like I could push this.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
That's kind of cool. I need to try this extension. So that's the starting place. When we went to Houston to look at equipment, I said, well, let's start on the one nobody can get right. Let's start on the leg extension.
I like that a lot.
And so this is like
That's steep.
It's got its
like the old Nautilus ones.
It's got its roots in the Gen 2 Flex. So we've got the Gen 1 Flex over there, and I love it.
Yeah.
And when I start, the pads are in the correct position, and then when I get to the top, they're in the middle of my shins, and my shins are as knackered as they need to be. This one, this floats,
and so that doesn't roll up your shin.
It follows you. And it is a steep angle. It's like you're blasting off. Very little weight.
Oh, I'm going wider than that.
Yeah, it's a heavy stack. And it's a pretty stack, too. But you can get all the way to the top.
Oh, I nearly got a cramp then. Wow.
And if you look at the position of this and how that comes out a bit, is to align more with the knee joint. So if we're putting more tension in the muscle belly and less in the joint.
That seat moved back.
Yeah. And this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. You just move it all the way back, and then all you're going to do
Look at that.
is you're going to pull it back to you while you're sitting, so you don't have to get up and adjust and get up and adjust.
Wow, look at that.
So it just slides forward whenever you pull on it.
I've not seen that adjustment before either of you.
No. And so that's
what is in the pull pin that breaks?
No, but so just have a seat and then pull it to you.
Wow.
So not up and
Little
back
things.
and up and back and up and back.
See, now I feel
Now
good
you're
because
there.
my knees are a bit further back and
Yeah.
I'm right there. Oh.
So you're almost hyperextended at the top. Look at that. No one gets a leg extension, right?
I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Damn. This is nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like no knee pain. I have a Nautilus at my house.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. But it hurts my knees more than this.
So I took a Gen 1 Nautilus out of this corner to put this one in. And I never thought I would ever tell anybody that I just did that. But I got on this and I was like, hold on. This is different.
Yeah.
And it's just different. And it's good to see that I'm not just telling myself that it's
And what's that?
This is like the hammer strength one.
Right.
You know, it's these are challenging for me because they're isolateral.
Oh, I used to have one of those in my old gym.
We had the exact hammer strength piece here that we switched out. But I'm a little bit like Bambi on ice on this one.
But you know what's good about that? Is like I have my left knee's worse than my right knee. Right. So my right quad's stronger than my left quad.
Sure.
So when I'm doing one where it's one piece,
It'll take over.
I'm dominating with my right side. So they're really good. because now I know each side's getting the same
Yeah.
amount of attention, you know?
Yeah.
Beautiful
Cool
stuff.
stuff.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. Have you ever seen all that? Have you ever seen that before?
When Flex went to Star Trek in the early 2000s, they attempted one of those types of, but it sticks most of the time. This one pulls pretty easily. And it's a massive lever.
That's just...
Yeah. And it's on all...
You know, the best ideas are simple.
Yeah. It's all on all the lat pieces too, so when you sit down, you just push it down on your knees.
Wow.
Instead of trying to figure out how to get it there. One of the first things that I looked at when we looked at the equipment was the welds. Are they proper welds? And the process that he's put in for manufacturing captures, they do a good job with building things out of steel. They build thicker steel. They make sure everyone is trained. They go to school on how to do it precisely. So everyone in the factory knows exactly how to do it. A lot of pride in what they do.
You know, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's quality.
Yeah.
And it looks badass.
It looks badass.
It's not just quality stuff.
Yeah.
It looks badass.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought black on black would be my choice.
No, it's classy though, isn't it?
So hardcore.
It's classy.
It looks so hardcore. When it was all sitting out in front of the gym, I was like, oh, this is going to be nice.
No, it's class.
Yeah.
I love it.
So why don't you want to start with some extensions? Legs are still huge. Actually, what I mean by that's too big. Pretty quiet. Stretch and squeeze. I'll try. 16 reps at least. Here it is. Squeeze. Ah.
Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet.
That's
like
so
you
good
say, it's right in the middle. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not on your patella tendon. Ooh, I'm going to be sore as hell. You're going to be getting some abusive text messages from me tomorrow, probably. Just saying. Squeeze. There you go. Squeeze. There you go. Squeeze and pull those toes back at the same time. There you go. Squeeze. Squeeze. There you go. Squeeze. Push through it. Don't bounce to the bottom. Dead weight, everyone. There you go. Come on, push through it. Get it out hard. Hold that top position. There you go. Nice.
I did 18. By the way.
You like trying to make me look bad.
I didn't move the seat.
Oh, you didn't?
Left it the same. I think I'm getting taller. Wow.
Go heavier?
Sure. I don't know if I can do that many reps. Arthur Jones said take the weight you would do 20 with and do 100 with it.
There you go. That's the mentality.
Because you can. Come on, Ian. Show me. 7 years waiting for this. Come on. Keep that chin up. Keep breathing. Nice. Good. Here we go.
6.
Nice job. Come on. Here's where it counts. Squeeze. Big squeeze. Come on. Good. There it is. Come on. Take it back from me. Good. Come on. Squeeze it. Squeeze. Nice. Get up. Here we go.
That was so enjoyable. Wow. No knee pain at all.
My quads are proper pumped.
So I did 16, so you've got to do 16. And you've got to pause at the bottom.
And I've got to hold it at the top. Yeah, I get the drill.
Every single rep, so no rushing. Let's go.
Logo in it's all about the tool.
Hold it against my hand at the top. There you go. Hold it. There you go. Hold that top position. Don't let it come back down. Boom. Right there. There you go. Boom. Right there. Don't speed up. Let's go. How many is that? 9. Come on. Up, 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 up. 10. Up, 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 up. 11. Get it to the top, Jonathan. 12. 1. Keep going. 3 more. All the way up. Lock it out. 2. Lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Come on, come on, come on. One last time. You're going to hold this at the top. Up, 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 up. Squeeze. Hold, hold, hold. Good job.
Nice. How many work sets did you do when? 3? 3. So everybody now does 1 work set. And then they do a back off set.
What's a back off set?
They do a higher rep set. Bullshit. Which is what we're doing.
Well, yeah, but to me, once you're warm, every set's to failure.
Yeah.
Balls out to the nth degree.
Right.
Otherwise, it's not worth doing. I used to say, if you're not going to go to failure, put some leg warmers on. Do a Jane Fonda workout.
The exercises next door.
Ooh. All right. Last set.
Okay.
We'll drop set.
Okay. I got you. Oh.
Start with 35. We'll go to 25. We'll go to 15.
It's a pretty pen.
Isn't it lovely?
It is. Here we go. Don't call it a comeback. Come on, show me. I know what they looked like. Show me what the work was. Let's go. Nice. One perfect rep at a time. Good. Come on. Nice. Come on. Good. Come on, show me.
Last one.
Come on, here we go. Nice. It's time. You've waited to get this in your quads for a long time. Come on. Squeeze. Nice. Big squeeze. Come on. Show me. Nice job. Come on. Another. Here we go. Only ones that count. Come on, Ian. Squeeze.
Oh,
come on, come on. Breathe it. Nice. Big squeeze. Come on. Squeeze.
Last one.
You got this. Come on. Come on.
Push down on it. Push down on it.
Nothing left.
Oh, you bastard. This is why I didn't come early.
I know. I know.
Because I can't half do it.
Do you want me to get your scooter now?
Oh, I think my mic.
Uh-oh.
Like, we're going home with my dad.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh. All right. You asked me to come over here to do legs.
A lot of tension.
We're going for it, right? Full lockout at the top. Boom. Hold it against my hand. Don't let it come away. Boom. Right there. 3. Come on to the top. 4. Come on all the way up. Get it up. Get it up. 5 again. Up. 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 Beautiful. Drop it. 1. Come on. 2. 3. To the top, Jonathan. 2 more. Up. Look at that. 1 more. All you. Beautiful. 15. Come on, girl weight. Let's go. 2. Kick it up now. Kick it up. To my hands, Jonathan. Come on. 2 more. Up. 1 more. You're going to hold the top. To the very top now. Hold it there. Hold it there. Don't let me push it down. Hold it there. Hold it. Nice.
I used to like you.
Oh.
It's nice to not be in the knees, though.
Yeah, isn't it just?
Yeah.
Well, it makes me feel like I can push it.
I know.
Normally I don't.
I know.
I haven't been training legs at all.
Yeah.
Cycling's my leg workout.
Yeah.
You know, because it doesn't hurt my knees.
Yeah. What do you think, hack squats?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be rude not to.
It would be. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like Bambi right now.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Nice. Here we go. Big squeeze. Nice job. Get down. Here it is.
Wow. Wow. What a beautiful piece of kit.
I'm glad.
That's not a thing in my knees.
I know.
And my knees are shot.
And I'm as shocked as you are, buddy.
Not a thing.
You know?
Because normally when your quads start to fail, your knees will jack up more.
Yeah.
That's why you can't really tell until you go all the way.
I know.
You know? I'll have to do this again.
No, I know. No. We're going to do chest and we're going to do back at some point.
No, I'll have to do this again.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to be able to get to where I can actually do what I can do on legs.
I'm excited about this shit.
I am too.
We're gonna kill it with this.
Just getting people try it. Just get and try it next to everything that you
Yeah,
had
right, yeah.
in your past.
Yeah.
I think that's the key.
Last one. Let's do it.
I really want to do another set, and I really don't want to do another set.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Let's try some close.
Keep your heel on. Dead weight. Drive. Beautiful. Dead weight. Beautiful. Quality sets. Quality reps, mate. Nice. Dead weight. Drive. Beautiful. Yes, come on. Nice. Dead weight, dead weight. Hold it. Drive. There's another dead weight. Pull down. Drive. One more. I'm with you. Dead weight it. Dead weight it.
Nearly cracked the tooth.
You know what else I like? You notice?
Oxygen.
Yeah, I like
I like oxygen.
You notice how a lot of the modern day hacks are so angled.
Yeah.
With 12 plates on.
Pretty sweet.
You shouldn't need it. You shouldn't need it.
No.
But I think these bearings have a
Big part of it.
they're not allowing you to spring. There's no resistance there, but they can be too loose
Yeah.
and allow, especially if you're not pausing,
Yeah.
because you almost don't have to pause with this.
Yeah. The dead stop makes a big difference.
Done it just.
The squeeze does too. And so many people miss those last inch and the top inch.
See everybody that bounce everything. The thing is, when you're bouncing on a squat, it's these.
Yeah.
You're bouncing through your tendons, your ligaments, and that's not muscular.
Thank you for coming today.
No, thanks for inviting me, mate. I'm sorry I can't